Robin Barton, editor of the OHS Insider, and I'm here with Ryan Conlin, an Ontario OHS lawyer with Stringer Brisbane, who just gave a presentation on due diligence. Ryan, why is it important for companies to have hazard identification programs?
Robin, it's important because courts and Ministry of Labor regulators expect that employers have a detailed system in place to assess hazards. So that it's not just a sort of a random system or not just sort of a part and parcel, we get a piece of new equipment and look at it. They expect that system to be ongoing and effective.
So what should be the general components of that system?
Well, a system should be, there should be a system in place that lists what all the hazards are, and a system for a regular systemic review of each and every hazard. I sort of looking at it almost like a cycle in a way, that we have this will be reviewed every whatever it is, every year, every 2 years, and that it's documented what has been assessed and what changes are made. One thing I think is important that is often missing from hazard assessment is to link hazard assessment to procedures. That after every hazard assessment is conducted, that any procedures that need to be updated or created, as the case may be, happen. And I recommend that when procedures are reviewed, that a revision history be maintained, so it's clear to what changes were made and when they were made, because that can sometimes become relevant in prosecutions, and also allow a way to link the hazard assessment to the updates and the procedures, and so they can be cross-referenced and correlated.
Okay. There was a lot of discussion in your presentation and a lot of questions afterwards about a recent case from Nova Scotia, the Della Valley case, in which a safety coordinator, an OHS coordinator, was successfully prosecuted for a safety violation. Can you just speak to whether or not this is a decision that safety coordinators across Canada should panic about, and if so, what should safety coordinators take from this case?
Well, I mean, first of all, just quickly, Della Valley is a case that is dealing with an individual who was an occupational health and safety coordinator for a public housing authority in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. And essentially, to be clear, this person was not a registered safety professional, nor was this person charged under the sections of the Nova Scotia legislation that relate to safety professionals. He was charged as a worker, so that's the first thing to understand. And I guess the second piece of the second piece that should be taken away from this is I don't think the occupational health and safety coordinator should panic, but I do think they should take action to recognize that the court took a very detailed look at Mr. Delavalle's job description, and really took a look at that and imposed a fairly high standard on him. This job description said he was generally responsible for health and safety and had a responsibility to report hazards to his supervisor. And the court took that to mean that Mr. Della Valle, in terms of this was an asbestos case, should have done any number of things to ensure that information that came into his knowledge about asbestos was shared beyond the two managers he shared it with, not with his direct boss and such. So what I encourage people to do, or OHS professionals to do, this case offers us a chance to take a look at the job descriptions that any health and safety professional has. Take a look at it. Is it accurate? Is there things in that job description that you're not doing? If not, why not? Or should this job description be revised? You don't want to be in a position where a safety professional is on the stand with a lawyer for a regulator saying, well, your job says this, you read this, and you haven't done it. Why? So it's always making sure that the paper reflects the reality.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.